All right, so I'm going to explain the filter cups here. Instead of using filter socks, I'm going to use these instead because I think it'll be easier to maintain for me long term, but also while I'm gone, so nobody has to take the filter socks out. But I am going to show that. These filter cups will be in there, and there's some filter media that I'm forming into these nice little forms. This is what I expect. All I expect you'll have to do is drop these in and push them all the way to the bottom. The cup itself will be in there. We'll demonstrate that. So the old ones can just be thrown out. In the case that the filter socks do need to be taken out, or the cups themselves for some reason, there's a little bit of a process here. Unfortunately, this right now is kind of tangled up around these cords, so you have to take the dosing pump, and I usually just set it aside over here, kind of temporarily tightening it up to the glass over here while I'm working. Takes a second. And then the light, I don't grab the top because you'll adjust the light settings. I grab the gooseneck and kind of pull it up and out of the way. I have to take these two, power these two refugium lights off, and then that allows me to slide the RODI reservoir over, and thereby allowing me to get to the socks. So now the filter socks are in this tray. You can just slide them out. And they're not super dirty right at the moment, so they should drain pretty well, but usually I gotta let them sit here for a good couple of minutes and drain all the water out, especially if they're clogged. You can see this one's pretty dirty and taking much longer. We'll expedite this though by just slapping it in the bucket here. Okay, so the filter cups, this is the first time I've ever used these, so I can already see that I might have a little bit of a challenge because they're so firm, getting them in past the catamorpha that's there, but we'll give it a whirl. So I'm going to set these in, and it looks like they don't quite snap into place like the others do, so it looks like they just rest there. We'll drop one down, straight down, and slide it in. Okay, looks like we have a winning strategy there. Drop the next one down, slide it in. Okay, there we go. So we've got the first one operating. I'm going to do the second one, which should go much quicker now that I've got a game plan. And I think these ones are even cleaner than the other. Indeed. Okay. And I haven't tested these filters yet for performance, so it's a little bit of a risk that I'm doing this new approach, but we're gonna give it a whirl. Okay, slide that one in. And next one. And I believe that went in a little bit crooked, so I've got to back this one all out. Okay, now we're in there properly. Excellent. All right, so that's the new approach. So when you guys swap these out, I'm going to pre-make some of these filters. Should be able to reach just into the filter cup and just pull this piece out and slide a new one in. If you'd like, they're probably going to be pretty grimy, so you know, use the tongs if you need to. But I would like them seated pretty nicely down there when you do replace them. So now we've got to basically put everything back. Try not to pinch the well, not just try. Don't pinch the RODI drip line. Slide the reservoir over. By the way, this is pretty difficult to do, if not really risky, if this RODI container is full, which is why I'm trying to, one of the reasons why I'm trying to set you up with this situation, with the filters that can just be pulled in and out. And then we're going to replace over here our dosing tubes. Make sure the dosing tubes actually are going on the proper side of the glass. We don't need to be dosing down this side where the lights are. Okay, tighten this back up, and now these two are a bit of a stretch, but you should be able to plug in and keep the lights mostly straight. So there you have it. And I've got to move the light back here. The other light, which I tilt down so that the light isn't casting back over into the back part of the sump where the skimmer is. We're all set. Thanks.